guys, what's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today in Clash Royale with a special double upload day because the Mega Knight has been announced in-game. Today we're going to quickly talk about how strong he will be, how he'll affect the meta, what he does exactly, and then I'll share 9 decks for you guys in today's short video. The first 4 decks I'll share will be good decks to use in the Mega Knight challenge because we know our opponent is going to have the Mega Knight and we know that we have the Mega Knight, so that means we both have to support the Mega Knight and counter the Mega Knight. We'll also share 5 decks submitted by you guys. I took my 5 favorite decks that you guys submitted out of the hundreds that you guys submitted. I'll be sharing those along with a quick little deck synopsis on those decks towards the end of this video. But first, the Mega Knight. He is here. If you get 12 wins in the challenge, including a free entry, you can unlock him early. I would advise you guys play this early on. We saw in the CCGS 20-win tournament that, man, if people played really early on, a lot of people had a breeze kind of chopping through and bullying those very casual players who might not even have known what the challenge was, but just used their free entries for the heck of it, you know? So I would suggest you doing the same here and hitting the challenge very, very early or very, very late. We'll talk more about the decks that we're going to use in a bit, but what about the Mega Knight himself? I rank him an 8.5 out of 10, Night Witch being like a 10 when she entered the arena, and Clone, you guys know I hate Clone, or Clone and Cannon Cart being like a 2 or a 3, right? So I am really high at an 8.5 on Mega Knight. I'm curious what you guys rank him while he enters into the arena. What does your gut tell you? Is he going to be incredibly OP, or is he going to be just powerful, or is he going to be average or lackluster? Let me know in the comments, guys. But me personally, I think he's going to be very strong. He's my favorite card in a long time to come to the game. He has so many unique abilities. When he enters into the arena at tournament level standard, he does 480 damage. That's enough damage to one-shot easily, with plenty of room to spare, a Goblin Gang or Goblins. Remember, he does not target air troops even on his enter into the arena ability, so Minion Horde or Minions or Bats do a very good job against Mega Knight. He can be countered, ladies and gentlemen. He also has that splash damage that he does. Remember, just like the Dark Prince though, his range is very similar, so a skeleton army, when placed directly on top of him, actually counters him, actually takes him out, unless you're dropping him into the arena, assuming he's already in the arena, okay? So there are some interesting dynamics that you'll learn once you play him that can actually counter him. Other than that, he has the leap ability, making him very difficult to kite around the arena like you do a giant skeleton, for example. Think of it like a bandit, where he acquires his next target and then he leaps there instead of dashes. So he's really versatile, really unique, and I really like him a lot. I think he'll be meta changing. I don't think he'll be incredibly OP to the point where it makes the game not fun anymore like the Night Witch was at first, because he's entering the game into the P.E.K.K.A. meta, and the P.E.K.K.A. is, albeit a 5-hit counter, it is a hard counter to Mega Knight. So I think that when he enters the arena, my quick take is less 3 Musketeers. He can one-shot 3 Muskies on his leap ability. Unreal. Saw that in the Clash Royale YouTube channel, at least. And he less Golem beatdown because even more P.E.K.K.A. than there are right now. I think there's going to be less bridge spam and swarm decks, obviously, because of his incredible AoE area effect ability. And I think there'll be more Inferno Dragon, more hybrid decks, more bat decks, and more Lava Loon decks. Now, the challenge decks, I'm going to flash on the screen right now for you guys. You can see these are the decks that I want you guys to consider using in the challenge. These are all really, really good decks because they have Inferno Dragon, or they have or Inferno Tower, a lot of good counters. Shout out, by the way, to Yopi01, to PT, to Clashaholic, and to Blow Myself Up for submitting these decks. They're actually really, really solid decks. I think the reason they'll do so well is because, again, they do a good job of supporting and also countering the Mega Knight. Now let's move into the decks that you guys submitted into overall good Mega Knight decks. The first deck we have here was submitted by Ninja Man, and it's essentially just a Hog. It's kind of like the Hog P.E.K.K.A. shifted to Hog Mega Knight. It's a really good deck. The second deck here is submitted by Tom from Ragnarok competitive team, and is basically like the Executioner Tornado deck. Synergizes really well with the splash ability of the Mega Knight and of course Hog. Starting out with 2 Hog decks, like I told you guys, I got like 200 entries for deck submissions, and so many of them, almost half, were Hog Rider decks. So a lot of you guys think that the Mega Knight and Hog are gonna fit together like peas and carrots. Submission number 3 was by Surgical Goblin. Surgical said this is gonna be his go-to Mega Knight deck. It includes the Miner. It's a Miner Poison deck adjusted with the Mega Knight, and it also has some air units. It has the Bandit. A lot of people putting Bandit with Mega Knight, so you have those 2 units like we talked about that have that ability to immediately lock onto the target and get there really quickly, doing a lot of damage. The Bandit and the Mega Knight together seems like they're going to synergize and be a real pain in the you-know-what for your opponent to deal with. So Surgical Goblin is going to use this deck both in the challenge and in real life after he unlocks him surely on the first try. Now, deck number 4 was submitted by Spiky here. This is basically like a bridge spammy deck, again with a Bandit. The Battle Ram Bandit Ewiz, really good combo as is, and then when you add the Mega Knight to the mix, man, it's a lethal combo. You have Zap, you have Poison, you have Elixir Collector, because it is a little bit on the expensive side at 4 Elixir. And then deck number 5 was submitted by Tyler Fisher. He says this is the new upgraded and updated version of Splash Yard. We'll have to ask Juicy J what he thinks of this deck. Man, it looks pretty awesome. Graveyard is in a tough spot right now, but maybe Mega Knight in a deck like this with the Tornado Mega Knight synergy, I don't know. There could be some potential for a deck like this to really wreak havoc in the current meta as well. So guys, what do you think? Did I leave off one of your favorite decks that you think will perform really well in the meta with Mega Knight? Give me your deck suggestions in the comments below. Remember, I read all my comments in the first hour. Guys, huge shout out to my YouTube partner, Bren Chong. Make sure you show him some love on social media and whatnot. He does a lot for the community. He's in the description below. And guys, thank you so much for watching. And as always, take care, guys.